I want to follow up, Mr. Ambassador, as it relates to Japan, which I know you understand the concerns that I have and many other members of this committee. There's a letter that's been sent to the administration that signed by Senator Brown and I, Senator Schumer, Senator Casey, that relates to Japan. And let me just start by saying that 30% of the economic growth of our country last year in 2012 was auto sales. It's a big deal for us, the American automobile industry. And today, I don't know if you're aware of the numbers, but there are 120 vehicles sold into the United States for every one that we can get into Japan. And this has actually been going on since the 30s. And so when we look at the history, I mean, in the 30s, Japan sought to build a protectionist auto industry that would drive their export-led growth agenda, which they did. It was impossible for us to get into their markets. Since then, even though they have removed virtually all of their auto tariffs in the 70s, we've gone on to see a non-existent market to be able to get into Japan. President Reagan tried to fix it in the 80s. President Clinton tried to fix it in the 90s. It's still there. It's still happening today with no confidence at all, given what they're doing on currency manipulation, which in talking to one of our major CEOs yesterday, he indicated that's as much as $2,500 in the price of a vehicle, which is a big deal in terms of an unfair competitive advantage. So I would ask that as we look at Japan, why in the world would we believe at this point that this would be any different?
Senator, thank you for raising this issue. You know, we received your letter, and we share the concerns that you raised in the letter. We have a long history with Japan on automotive issues. It's of serious concern to the President, and we are working very hard to ensure that should Japan join the TPP, that we are able to address the long-standing issues that we've had in the auto sector. We've made progress with Japan, but our work continues.
But it's been 80 years, and I appreciate very much the reasons, for strategic reasons, for wanting to include Japan. But we can't allow them to have more access to our market without also having access to their market in the major area in which they export to us, which is automobiles. This is very serious. It's the #1 issue that our American automobile industry is concerned about. We've, together with the administration, done a very important work to make sure that tough decisions were made, sacrifices were made to get them back on their feet, and this could undermine all of that. And so I can't stress strongly enough the concerns that I have and that others have as well. I can't imagine why would we want to proceed with a one-sided agreement as it relates to American manufacturing in the automobile industry. So I look forward to working with the chairman on this.
Thank you.